Hey guys, this is Pekka again, and I'm doing the spell circles here. We're gonna jump into Johnny Cage, but I'm just showing how slow the startup is on these. And they could have done different things with Quan Chi here. Like, Quan Chi's the master of illusions, not the master of sit in armor all day. Like, he could have had a circle that slowed your movement down, and he could summon it real fast and place you in it, so you're kind of wobbly or slower in it. He could have had one where if he stood in it, right, and it had larger reach, and he summoned it faster, there could have been 3 of them, similar to Zatanna's special. Or you would have seen 3 of them if you stood in it, and he could have picked it or whatever. Just things like that. Or what if he summoned 2 circles and he could waver between one and the other? Like, through movement or whatever. Or, you know, just interesting things rather than sitting in armor the whole day. Which is kind of cool. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't fit his mode. But first we're going to talk about Johnny Cage's crap strings. I went into Stun Double because it's my favorite. And what we're doing here is we're doing a character comparison between these two. But my question is, this 3-3-3 string, it's so hard to stagger. That's what I'm trying to show. It starts off high, and it's a kick, and it's hard to stagger, so I would never really use it, maybe unless it adds more combo damage. You know, that should be like a stagger string. And then another thing here, we have this string with a pushback, not bad. But then we've got the 1-1, which leads to the pretend mix-up. These strings kind of overlap, 1-2 and 1-1. I guess you could 1-2-1 them if you wanted pushback for a 4-3 or to create space. But it's not much. And this is another jab string that starts off high, and it adds almost nothing. Yeah, that last hit's neutral. But, you know, it doesn't really add anything compared to the other ones. You can't stagger the 2-1. You know, it wasn't like he had 1-1 that was real quick in MK9. He had 2-1 forward 2 to jail him standing if you stopped it, and you could go for a frame trap. And here's another string. First of all, how the hell is that hitting it? It doesn't look like it. And second of all, I mean, it's just another one. It ends overhead. There's no mix-up off of it because you can't stagger the back 3-4. I mean, these strings really aren't that useful, again. And I don't want to just go through every character and do this, because I want to talk about different topics. And then, another thing, was it really all that bad to give him a safe forward 3? And then, another thing, look at how long it takes to Stun Double come back. That's why this character isn't top tier. I mean, it might be broken if he had it all the time. But it'd be a shit character if he couldn't do what I'm about to do, which I'm not doing. I don't even know if this was intended, but that's one of the only things that saved him, that cancel. So he revolves around the overhead and the low there, his down poke. It's like smoke, but without the runaway. And then when you compare it to someone who's supposed to be more of a zoner than him, he's got these gun cancels. He can just hold down and react to your movement. He can gun cancel into that and run backwards. Look at all these zoning tools. He's got the Cal's drop so you can't run in. So clearly he's meant for space control. But no, he's got these cancel abilities. He's got the low and overhead reaching string, which goes into a low, which he can cancel, which is better than anything Johnny Cage has, right? And he's got a command grab, and he's got the 2-1-2-2 string for pressure and like, mixing it up. When you compare it to Johnny Cage, like, we're talking about his walk speed, it looks like he's walking backwards with a stick shoved up his ass. So he's not more mobile in any way. He doesn't have anything that Erron Black doesn't do better. That's my point. Because you look at Erron Black, like, Johnny Cage has a flash kick, well, this dude's got a goddamn slide. Which one's better? I mean, flash kick might be better for anti-airing, also the EX, but he's got a slide, and he's got this other crazy move. That, to mix it up, so he's got like a mix-up advancing. Flash kick's a bit better because it's faster, but, you know, Johnny Cage has better anti-air special. He's also got a shit uppercut, which I forgot to mention. That thing, it practically eats the ceiling. He doesn't even have a good uppercut. Might be decent for anti-air. And of course, Erron Black has these gun cancel combos too. I know Johnny Cage can do some of that in Aliens, but this is Erron Black's zoning variation versus Johnny Cage's maybe best zoning variation, and it's just far superior. I still play Johnny Cage, I like him, but I'll talk next episode a little bit more about the other variations for Johnny and Kenshi.